David here, and the project for today is reinstalling this rocker cover. I don't even know what to call this thing. Is it a valance or a rocker cover, or is it a thing?
All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
I don't know, but anyway, in my neck of the woods, the place is crawling with tree huggers. I was backing into this parking spot, and there's a tree stump occupying the right side of the parking spot. I guess they figured only narrow cars were going to be pulling in. Anyway, okay, so I pull in kind of sloppily, and this tree stump caught this thing. Here's where it hit it. I think it hit it right about here and here. See, it even cracked it too. But I don't think it's going to affect its ability to hang on. By the way, this is a 98 Ford Contour SE. I think only the SE and the SVT versions have them. But I'm holding it upside down now, and you can see molded in they have these plastic clips all along the edge. Plus there's holes in here too. I think this probably tore out, so I think there's a screw. Yeah, here's one of the screws. So they're held in with screws too, so I'm going to have to screw it in. I'll probably put up the car on jack stands. Let's get a little closer here. You can see where they clip in. These mounts right here are where they clip. And there's several of them along the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 altogether. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a wet rag and wipe all the dirt off of there, and if there's any screws sticking out, I'll remove those screws so I can get it back on properly. It actually put a little dent in there. There's a little dent right there, right there. There's a loose screw. People are always telling me I had a screw loose. Here's a clip that didn't pop out. I wish the thing held in as good as this clip. That's a little access door to get to the pinch weld for jacking up the car. Got to take this thing off to put the jack under that pinch weld of the frame. This thing's supposed to be held on with a plastic tie. I think I'm just going to use a zip tie so that once it's off it could hang loose. But I can't get the door on because this piece of plastic is sticking in the way, so I'm just going to trim that off. And then I noticed under here where this crack is, can you see that? Right in there. I'm going to put some JB weld around here to give it some strength. Here's my zip tie solution. I have one coming up through the back and it doesn't pull through that hole. And then I have a second zip tie locking the first zip tie into this hole that's in that web. So I'm going to trim this zip tie because I don't need it that long. And when I mix my JB weld, I'm going to put a spot of JB weld right there so that this doesn't creep up to make this too tight, because you do want it to hang out of the way a little bit. Okay, got my JB weld mixed up. Put a dab over here. Well, I now see how this fell off without the fastener pulling out. This is broken right here. And what I think I'm going to do is, I've got this clip that fell off. I'm going to trim this and epoxy it in place. And just a note about this JB Weld, they're not a sponsor, but if you compare the 5-minute epoxies with the JB Weld, compare the tensile strength, you won't find any epoxy that has a stronger tensile strength than JB Weld. Even if you look at the plain JB Weld with the 5-minute JB Weld, the 5-minute JB Weld does not have the tensile strength of regular JB Weld. And even though 5-minute epoxy says it's 5 minutes, it doesn't cure in 5 minutes. It cures more like in 1 hour. Okay, it's the next day and the epoxy has set. I've got this part here glued in, and then I re-drilled that hole in there, if you can see that. Re-drilled that right there. So I got to get these clips, or those prongs, into the clips on the rocker panel, and it's just a matter of sliding them in. What they like to do is they like to skip the clip, so you got to make sure you get each one in each clip. Okay, I think they're all in. Great. Let's go over here. I have this set of assorted plastic fasteners that I got on Amazon. They're all different sizes. I'm just going to have to go through this set and pick out whatever fits. I think what I used for that back one was either one of these or one of these. Okay, let's install this fastener. There we go. Alright, I got the rocker panel cover in, also known as the thing. I did have to remove that left rear wheel in order to gain access to that one fastener, and the holes didn't line up, so I had to re-drill the hole, and I was able to get 3 more push fasteners in place underneath the rocker panel. I'm sure whatever engineer designed this thing at Ford got a 1-week paid vacation to Detroit, but I'm not really crazy about the design of this thing. It was really hard to line up those holes. I had to push and grunt and say all kinds of unmentionable words in order to get those push fasteners in place. But there we have it. It ought to hold until the next time I run over a tree stump. Anyway, I want to thank you guys and gals for watching. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more great videos from David GPO.